my God. Idiocracy is officially here, y'all. Trump is awarding the Presidential Medal of Freedom to one of the most evil, corrupt political figures in American history. The Medal of Freedom is supposed to be the nation's highest civilian honor, and it's supposed to be given to icons who have, contributed greatly to our society, people who have accomplished great feats on behalf of world peace or human rights, people who have made significant contributions to culture. Some people who have received it in the past include Helen Keller, Buzz Aldrin, Jesse Owens, Martin Luther King Jr., Michael Jordan, Cesar Chavez, and Nelson Mandela. Some of the greatest people who ever lived. People who contributed insane amounts to our society. Well, Donald Trump decided to blow up any sense of sanctity left of this award. No longer does the Presidential Medal of Freedom mean anything, because Trump's first nomination of this award in his second term is going to the man who exploited 9/11 for political and financial gain, the man who led the Stop the Steal campaign in 2020, spreading false claims about the 2020 election so fiercely that any sane person will realize that he contributed greatly to inciting the insurrection that happened on the Capitol on January 6th. Giuliani is the man who has not stepped out of a courtroom since 2004 because of his insane amounts of scandals and legal troubles that he's been in. He's been criminally charged in the state of Georgia for election interference. He lost a $148 million defamation lawsuit. He used to be Trump's personal lawyer, and because of his copious crimes, he's been permanently disbarred from practicing law in virtually every state he's done business in. And when he was practicing law before, his law firm represented big oil and energy and corporations that squeeze the middle class. All of this is really bad stuff, right? But I haven't even talked about the shitty things he did while he was the mayor of New York City. Giuliani was the mayor of New York during 9/11. And while he was mayor, he pushed the stop and frisk policing policies that allowed racial targeting of Black and Latino New Yorkers. He expanded the broken window policing, which massively increased arrests for minor infractions like loitering and graffiti, which nearly doubled the incarcerated population in New York, and again, targeting mostly Black and Latino New Yorkers. And he ordered the police force to violate civil liberties all the time. I could go on for hours. I will say the one thing that the left and the right agree on is that this guy is the dirtbag of all dirtbags. He is exactly who you'd expect to be the personal lawyer for Donald Trump. The AP reported on this, and they said, Trump made a statement on social media calling Giuliani the greatest mayor in the history of New York City and an equally great American patriot. And look, I'm not going to pretend that this award hasn't already been tainted by other presidents. I mean, Dick Cheney and Hillary Clinton have received this award, so clearly some people have gotten it who don't deserve it. But this really is the last straw. It's the end of the tradition as we know it. It's the straw that broke the camel's back. No longer does this award mean anything. This is the guy who was sweating so profusely during a press conference that his hair dye started to run down the side of his head. Earlier I said many on the left and right both agree that he's a dirtbag. The reason why many on the right believe that is because, like I said, he exploited 9/11 for his own personal, financial, and political gain. And after the 9/11 disaster, while he was still mayor, he downplayed how toxic the air was, which caused thousands of first responders and people who cleaned up the disaster to develop life-threatening health problems. During Trump's first term, there was a phrase thrown around a lot that was said quite often, and it was overused. It's the phrase, elect a clown, expect a circus. And right now, that's never been more true.